Plain Jane on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. I'm not pressed with making lists, for real. I stay low and stack my chips, for real. You keep looking for a flip, for real. That's not wealth, that's rich, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. No liens on the whip, for real. I get bored, I take a trip, for real. Take a loss, I never trip, for real. Been in shock, I'm not a lick, for real. Don't trust the soul, it's on my hip, for real. Make a move and you get hit, for real. No pictures by the crib, for real. Can't let them know just why I live, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. Plain Jane on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real.
Wait, tell me what to do.
It's only 8 a.m. I don't do it for the gram. I know I'm not a man. At my 2020, whoa, whoa. Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man.
Good morning all. Happy Monday. Hope you guys had a good weekend. We hope we're all well in YouTube chat here. Hope we're all good in Zoom chat. Hope you guys are good. And yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let me have a look. Make sure we all systems go. You know the drill. Let me check. Let me check. We look good. We look good here. We look good. We look good. All right. Sweet. So, new week, new opportunity, and let's get into it. Let's get into it. So, immediately, let's go ahead. Today, it's a pretty heavy week, man. December can be like this with news. We have a lot that we need to get out the way, but it can bring a lot of volatility. Now, that volatility can be maximized, or it can ruin your month here if you don't know what you're doing, or if you're just trying to jump in everything and make everything back. So let's go have a look at this week here. So we're going to start off here on Monday. Monday, we're a clean day here. Not much news, if any, to be honest. I would say this is no news. Why? Look at this time. Why do they do it 10:01? Why 10:01? Why not 10? Like, what's that about? But look at this, 4:01. Why 4:01? That doesn't make sense to me. But anyways, then on Tuesday, which is tomorrow, we have some major news here, which is going to be the CPI. CPI is going to be inflation. Now, inflation is super important because if we see inflation basically start to come down, we will basically see the interest rate reduction hope come into the market. But if inflation comes back as expected or a little bit worse than expected, then basically that will swipe all of that into the market, which we saw that being taken into the market, right? We saw that all of that hype being taken into the market, and it will just basically wipe all of that hype out the market, and we will retrace basically that hype base moved in the markets. So gold can definitely, if we see that come back, we could see some heavy downside on gold potentially. But if we see this hype continue into the market, we can basically see gold pump towards the upside. Looks like at the moment on gold, though, they're already pricing in some sort of downside move already. So something is being priced in here, but we'll have a look at that technically to see what makes sense. Overall, we have CPI, and then we have for us trading a Gbpjpy, or for me, we have GDP here, right? So we have a month-on-month GDP. See if we have worse than negative. If we have really positive growth here, we could see a big pop up here in the pound. And then we have PPI, and then we have USD FOMC funds rate. If they come and do a surprise interest rate hike, that would be insane. Any surprises here will just send the market nuts. Do I expect a surprise on December? It would be a first. It would be a first. Normally they like to not do that. There'd have to be a main reason. And then we have a lot of, Thursday here is a jam-packed day here. We have heavy, we have the bank rate here on the pound, which we'll get to know based on what the USD does here. And then later on you have unemployment claims and retail sales and core retail sales. You have Euro news as well in the evening. Very heavy day here, very, very heavy day. And then on Friday, we have PMI for GBP here. So very heavy week. All of this can bring catalysts, but this is a week where you do a look-see. So you just trade what's in front of you. Don't try any silly business with news. Don't try get lucky with news. So just take it day by day here, right? Don't do anything silly. This is December, and this is where people can mess themselves up trying to be smarter than the market, which never works. You're never smarter than the market. And that is that. So let's go ahead and look at the analysis here. Remove drawings as always. Let's start off on the daily time for actually weekly here. We need to start off on the weekly. So looking at the weekly here, yes, we have a weekly candle close, but we are closing at this rejection zone. We have these rising wicks, which is definitely interesting. Could this weekly at some point come to fill some of this wick before continuing up? Yes, it's possible. But what we've seen here from the past information is that normally the weekly just likes to bounce out of here if it wants to. And we get some information now moving on the daily, which is daily has created support above this zone here. So if we do get a daily candle closing below, let's say 181.300 here, we could entertain a retest somewhere towards 180.039, because you have to remember this wick here was news. This wasn't news. This was JPY pressure being sold off with hype of basically all of policy changing. So we could have this wick filled a little bit more before maybe accumulating here, and maybe January, February we start to leave out of here. But what do I do expect is, normally what we're seeing, this is a tight range. So our whole accumulation could be this range here in itself. We could see some upside out of this zone, up to 183,400 here, no problem. 183,400. And then if we start to get above that, next targets are up here to this wick at 184,500, 183,400, sorry, and then 184,500. So we'll see if price can create support here, which it has on the daily, and 4-hour has created support as well, leaving this zone, which gives us what? A bullish bias here. So bias is bullish. I don't like that this candle closed within this candle. It normally shows a little bit sign of weakness here. I rather would have this candle to close bearish to give us like a setup number 3 on the 4-hour, which would show me that price is forming support above the range, and anything breaking that should give me upside. I like that we have broken the high already, and this is a pullback. So if we've broken the high and price wants to continue down, there's no reason that it should re-break its high here, right? So that gives us a lot of information, because if this is going to be the liquidity grab here to continue price down for the rest of the day, right, then it should already be done. So I would be, if price is now leaving that zone, we could expect that, essentially with bias being bullish here, we can expect that to be the extension here for upside. For selling today, it's a little bit tough because we are bullish bias. Sells probably set up by New York, if I would have to say. Selling in London might be a little bit tough here because you're fighting bias, you're fighting momentum. Everything is pointing up at the moment in terms of medium to lower term time frames here, even including the hour, all creating bullish structure here. So until we see proper breakdown of structure, proper breakdown of at least 1 hour structure here, downside doesn't really make too much sense. So bring back drawings here. Just have a look where we're going. This previous 4-hour support is dragged from this area. This right now we can use as a watch zone. But just keep an eye on it. You can see how much reaction it's had in the past here. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just been a zone where price is always seeming to react off. Yes, it hasn't reacted off it recently, but it is the previous zone. We did push this through this with a catalyst, so it'd be interesting to see if we do want to react. But it's just using this as a watch zone, not really something I have to worry too much about. Could use it as also a take profit, whatever you want to use it as. You can just see what reaction is. But here 30-minute, we did have a 30-minute close above this range, but below this 15-minute resistance here. Immediately never broke the high. We're getting a huge rejection back into the range. So a lot of selling pressure here at the top of the range. As I said, could this be the liquidity grab to continue down? Now, for sells to make sense, we haven't even broken the first structure form here. So we have structure formed at basically 182, 250. We haven't even broken that. So for me personally, like even selling below here, I'm not comfortable doing. I rather, if price was to come below here and fake out, I rather look for buys from down here, just based on bias. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If price wants to reject, that's okay, because I know long term following bias always keeps me safe. But if this is just going to be the momentum, this is where we have to be a little bit careful, because these post heavy dump moves can be a little bit inconsistent. And let me show you how that can be. If we go back to when we had this exact same move last December here, and we dip down into this zone here, you can start to see, oops, why I don't want that, I want to replay. Let's go somewhere here, see if we can pop on a 15-minute. You can see how these zones become a little bit of inconsistency here. This is what we want to avoid, this inconsistency, right? Yes, we love these type of moves here. Obviously, when this is trending, we can maximize, but we don't want to get caught in inconsistency after heavy downside moves, that we may see after this dump, right? We like, look, after a massive downside move here, we normally see price, try to break structure, chill out a little bit, and you can see how price is just chilling. Again, it tries again here, fails. Look, this one even gave you a big fat fake out here, which is why luckily this gave a nice deep close, so you would wait for support above, maybe the setup 3 you would be looking for. But again, this is what we want to avoid, all of this. Now, this type of movement we can trade, but again, this really, this is now January. Realistically, this was like at the end of December, but getting stuck in this range is not what we want to do. This is non-tradable, and this is classic December price action. So you need to identify that, and the way you identify that is just understanding how price is playing between ranges here, and looking for good options. So we could see some inconsistency. right, in price action in this zone. And, you know, you just have to be aware of that. If you're aware of that, then you can be prepared for it. So at the moment here, we seem to be trending from the morning here. You know, daily open somewhere here. Do we want to retest daily open? Potentially, we could do, and we'll just have to wait and see. So for me, for sells, if I was to try, you know, what type of range have we got going on here? Yeah, 22 pip range. Probably need to see structure below here. Probably need to see structure below here to look for some form of sells. For me, here's too early. Everything has been going up. As for gold here, on the other hand, gold, we start off on the same weekly time frame here. We can see weekly is closed with a huge rejection wick here. First big weekly bearish close here in around 3 weeks here. And, you know, downside, since we're closing back in the range, downside does make sense here. You know, technically we do make sense. As soon as we lose this 1989 1990 zone here, that's where a lot more downside makes sense. I do feel that it would be ideal, we could see with news, because there's a lot of news, so there could be a lot of upside and downside movement this week. We could see news bring us back up to like 2015 retest before we see this rollover to bring a lower high here. But again, if we respect the top of the range, anything leaving this daily resistance back up here, I need to clean all of my levels here. I should probably do it from fresh. Should we do it fresh? It's a lot of levels here. A lot of levels. Do it fresh? Okay, let's do it fresh. So we'll do it fresh here. I'm gonna keep these key levels because I want the key levels, but we'll do it fresh. So we'll clean all of these levels here. These levels up here, yeah, we don't even need them anymore. Bye all the lines, and we'll do it from fresh. So start off on daily. Just look at weekly at the moment. Yeah, so we don't need to mark anything on weekly. Everything is so far away here on weekly, so I don't really want to mark it. Daily time frame here, this is going to be our daily support, right? So this is our daily support. So I'm going to show you how you can do a high time frame analysis here as well. This is our daily resistance. So this is what we write. This is Prev daily resistance. Reason why this is important is because if we have price leaving here, it's leaving back outside of the daily range. So it's an important thing to understand, because the last time we left this daily range, you can see the extension we had. So as long as we're remaining inside of this daily range, we could just play in here. When we're leaving it, could give us some upside back to 2020 and etc. So that's basically all I need to mark on the daily here. You can see this zone, keep it like this. This is going to be your 4-hour support, right? So this is our 4-hour support here. And we can put, yeah, that's pretty much it, to be honest. We do have this range up here. That seems pretty important. So we can mark this range like this. Put this as a 15. That's our 15 resistance. This 4-hour support, we'll just drag it down to here, because we're not trading from here to here anyways, and you need to be careful of that. So yeah, you know, that's basically a markup. Nice little clean markup here. You know, looking at 4-hour time frame, we're sitting at support right now, so it needs something leaving support to give you downside. Even when we leave support, we have this 4-hour support down here as well. So this could be a definite bounce zone here. We could see bounce out of this zone. If we were to create a 4-hour candle closing bullish, leaving 2006, you can start to see price play between 2006 and 2015, 2013, in between those levels. For right now, looks like we're just cooling off, ranging a little bit. You probably need to see resistance below. You do have a little bit nice of a range here. It's about like a 28 pip range to the next 4-hour support. So if you can see resistance below here, probably gives you the sells. That'll probably give you the sells. Trying to sell into 4-hour support after it's been tested already, very dangerous, because we've already tested it. And what has it shown you once we tested it? It showed you rejection here. So trying to sell back into 4-hour support, a little bit tough. And risky. You know, it's kind of like a 50-50. I do like how we have a change of structure here though. You know, maybe you could give, if you want to give yourself a risky shot, but you have around 10 pips. 10 pips, then that's it. Realistically, you don't. I wouldn't really recommend it. For looking for buys here, I just want to bring this one to 2000. There we go. So we're respecting this key level right here. If a 4-hour candle closes bullish from this zone above 2000, would look interesting. Maybe New York to retrace back to these highs here, 2004 here, which is the daily open. So yeah, we need a little bit more information on a Monday here. But you know, if price starts leaving that 4-hour support 1995 600, start to see some sells make sense for me. Especially some sort of candle closing below here, we probably see this sell. This weekly candle is heavy weekly candle. You know, if we start leaving these lows here, you know, you could have a lot of downside this week. Is definitely possible. You know, it's a very heavy weekly candle. So we'll have to see what ends up happening here on gold. So there we go, guys. That's the analysis, weekly analysis. That's all of the breakdown here. Hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown. If you did, then 400 of us in here. If we can leave a like, you know the YouTube business. Appreciate all of the support. Get the likes up to at least 200 here. I would appreciate it. And hate to say it, but you know, it's the business, guys. If we could do it, would appreciate it. And hope everyone is well. And enjoyed the analysis as well. Fresh. Yes, it was fresh. What about GJ? We just went over GJ for a long time. I took a buy on Friday and hold it over the weekend, and I found my swap fee was added to my profit instead of deduct. You took a buy on GJ over the weekend, you would be paid for it. Yes. Is it better to skip Monday and trade on Tuesday? Depends on the charts. If the charts have setups, we can trade setups. We trade a session base, not really. I mean, at the moment, like right now on gold, it's not very, there's not much clarity here. It needs to make up its mind. Either needs to create support to retrace here. If we see London maybe come back up here, start to create resistance, New York could come back down and break through this whole zone. But right here where it is sitting right at support here, it's 50-50 at the moment for gold here. But no, you don't have to trade Tuesday. Some people like to use Monday. You know, I know some good traders who never trade Mondays because they didn't found success in it, and they use Monday as a information gathering day. So they'll just sit here, watch Monday, and they will, you know, gather information, what time volume came in, how's the markets been moving, and then they trade from Tuesday. And then they trade maybe like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 3 days a week, and then take off Friday. So Monday and Friday they don't trade. Can we call GJ a fake out in 30 minutes? Yes, but you should have never entered that because nothing broke the high and we're below this 15-minute resistance. This is what I was saying. This is where a lot of people will get caught out trying to buy above here. I actually mentioned that to the guys here. They sent in their plans here, which was good. Here in London plans. And they were like, here, this plan. Look, buy above this line, 661. And I'm like, look here. I said, where did I say it? Bias is bullish. Don't sell too early. Look above 772. So, yeah, 774 I have here. Basically the same. So above there is really where you want something closing, right? Otherwise, you get caught out in those fake outs. Appreciate the analysis, Harry. Thank you. All good here. All good, man. Here's my like. Appreciate it. Do you use leverage? Every Forex account has leverage. You cannot trade Forex without leverage unless you could, but then you need to have, you could only pop a one lot on a $100,000 account, which is pretty boring if you ask me. Like Forex moves in, you know, like let's say USD moves in cents and, you know, it's moving very, very small. This big move here is, you know, 0.27% move. It's very, very small move. So we need leverage to actually do some business in Forex. Repeat GJ kindly. Kindly rewind the stream and watch back the analysis. You have that option. Don't be lazy. If you're going to be lazy, you're never going to succeed in trading. If you're so lazy to rewind it, can you imagine? Can you imagine someone takes the effort to come on live for you, give you a full breakdown of what the markets are doing, and just because you show up late, you want them to repeat everything when you have the option to rewind? Like this is the problem. This is the I can't even speak. This is the problem, right? The problem is that people complain when they're not succeeding in trading, but the simple tasks they can't do. So if you can't do the simple tasks, how are you gonna learn something so complicated like trading? Like, you have to put in a lot of work here, guys. You have to be motivated. You have to say, if you want to learn, if you want to get good, you have to do what the majority aren't doing, which is put in the work. It's boring, yes, but it's what's required. I mean, many people don't even live stream to give you analysis. They say, you want my analysis, pay for my group. Let alone trade live. They can't face it in front of people. They will send you like a daily outlook and that's it. I mean, all you can do is this. You can duplicate this stream, duplicate the tab, have the stream playing live, just mute it so you can watch it, just see what's going on, and you can watch back the replay of basically the analysis, right? And if it looks like I'm talking about something interesting, you can unmute it. Anytime someone asks a stupid question, charge $10. Bro, if that happened, I'll be rich. It's like people calling the cruise ship on to hold because they're late. It's what I don't understand is, like, to explain one thing to one person, everyone has to go through it all over again. What's your leverage ratio? I don't see anyone needing more than 1 to 100 leverage. You will anyways over leveraging if you're trying to use 1 to 100. You should only be risking 1 to I would say 3% of your account is, you know, what I recommend. Like, let's face it, guys, without a massive account, you're not going to make any money with 1%. Like, 1% is very safe, basic approach to learn trading. Unless you're trading, you know, maybe you pass a funded account and you have a big funded account, then yeah, 1% makes sense on that. But if you're trading a personal account, why not use the leverage, you know, risk more? Because 1% is not enough, you know. At times it can be, it's a useful tool, but I'm saying overall, you can do more. I do the same, reduce the volume of Zoom and rewind the stream to watch it so I can hear both at the same time. Yeah, that, you know, it's good. Make a swear jar and stupid question jar. Can you please give analysis on US oil? What's your analysis on US oil? What's your analysis on US oil? Yeah, okay, I'll give a quick analysis on US oil here. So weekly rejecting this lows here, we were talking about this a couple of weeks ago in the exclusive group, how price can dip down into these lows and then look for reaction out to this daily support here. So we are getting that that's nice. This is the move. Reacting off this lows and then 4-hour change of structure. Once you get that 4-hour change of structure, this gives you good indication that upside makes sense. Now we're approaching back to this resistance. You basically have till about 71.98 before we could see potential, or just 72, call it 72 flat, could see potential pushback from there, which is basically target on this move towards the upside, because we're still in a downtrend. And if 4 hours starts to create resistance here and you start to see the lower time frames change structure, it could start trying to head down from here again. So keep that in mind. I'm just coming to the stream. Can you shut down and start the stream afresh? Well, depends. If the Matrix is trying to attack my stream again, then I will have to. But so far, the Matrix is not attacking my stream. They did try. This stream is watched by, definitely we have a spy, right? We definitely have a market maker watching this stream, because every time I discuss something, they do it before it happens. And if I don't discuss it and say it last minute, we get the opportunity. And this stream is also being watched by the Matrix, because it's a hack. It's teaching people to leave the Matrix, right? This is a hack. This is a glitch in the system. Realistic trading is a glitch in the system. They want you to lose, but we shall not. We should show realistic trading. None of this furu stuff, none of this fake dreams, just realistic trading, man. Simple stuff. Simple stuff. Just buying and selling, taking our piece from the market, winning most of the time and losing some of the time. And that's it. That's all trading is, man. Can you give us tips for swing trading? If you go to my channel here, just let that load. Come on, Mr. Channel. If you go to my channel here, I do give my swing trading strategy, which is very like a normal trading strategy. But here, look, swing trading price action. How to swing trade with price action here. So you can watch that. And also, guys, peep the new video I posted yesterday. Fire video, guys, talking about trading in December. If you guys missed it out, you guys are lacking 1.5k. This used to be 2k, man. You guys are lacking. You know, put a lot of effort into this video, but it's holidays, I get it. But to say that, here you go, that's the video. Put it in here, go ahead and watch it, check it out. A lot of people say, oh, don't trade in December, don't trade in December. Well, yeah, you have to tell us why. And this is my reason why, on how I manage it. Right? How I manage it. Also, guys, next week, fire video coming out next week. Big boy video. You guys will love it, I hope. You guys will hopefully like it. It's not a chart video. It's a day in the life video. Harry Dunn's video. Any spoiler? Follow me on Instagram. I'll put a spoiler today. But it's not coming out till next week, so you guys have to wait patiently. But check my Instagram story. I'll put a spoiler today. Excellent December video. I learned something new. Great. That was my goal with that. When do you think to stop and start trading again? Some people want to stop on the 15th. Some people in the group have already stopped. Right? If you win money trading, why do you lose your time making videos? Serious question. I don't lose time making videos because I make videos once a week. At the end of the day, I take pride in helping people. The most satisfaction I get is through others, seeing others being happy and creating experiences. And for me to be a best in this field, at the end of the day, it's also somewhat boring. If I was just to trade by myself, I don't think I would be as good as I was. Because at the end of the day, you come to the charts, you sit here in silence. Imagine now sitting in silence. No one to speak to, no one next to me, just like this. It's boring. It's boring. I want people around. I want to discuss ideas with people. I want to discuss what I'm thinking. That's what I enjoy. And I do all of that. And at the same time, I get to create a brand because people get to hear who I am. They get to hear my thinking. And, that is advantageous for me as well. So all in all, it's a win-win, right? We get to bring different projects, innovation. Yeah, like that. Are you making a Pip Labs demo account? If I never was on here, then Pip Labs would never been made. I mean, how cool is it to have your own backtesting software that you can directly speak to the owners of, and they will take your feedback and do something with it. Not like some big ass company that doesn't care and you can never speak to them. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to make a product and I'm going to be surrounded by people who want to make a product that we actually want to use. Right? So everything is a passion-based first. It's passion. If it was never passion-based, I would never have the courage to do it. You think that it's easy? All of this is easy? You think that making content's easy? You think that trading is easy? You think that trying to develop softwares is easy? You think that coming up with ideas, branding, all of this, it's not easy. Nothing is easy. So you have to have passion first. If you don't have passion, you're not going to have drive. And without drive, you're not going to be able to make this come to, come to life. You're not going to be able to do anything with this stuff. And yeah, to answer your question, man, PipLabs does already have a demo. You can just go to the website, and then literally the first button here that we announce you with is to try the demo. And you can go ahead and try the demo. You just press it like that. No, we don't even ask you for your email, man. That's how good we are. We don't even ask you for your email, and you can go ahead and look at the demo. And we loaded some new data. There was the 1 minute needed to be a little bit fixed, so now that should be all good. How many currency pairs do we need to trade on? I personally choose one for New York, one for London. I have two. That's me. I have two. I'm doing a prop firm challenge today, phase 1. Yeah, but don't expect it to pass it today. And if you do, that's luck. What do you think about funded next? Listen, anything I don't have experience with or never use myself, I can't give my opinion. I have to use something myself to be able to give my opinion. The only thing I can give you is that if someone has something that they've used, I can say I know this person has used it or that person, but then you have to trust them. Have I met any famous people like Andrew Tate or others? No, I've not spoke to him. I've met famous people, yes, but not Andrew Tate. If you can do it, anybody can. No, that's not true. That statement is not true at all, actually. People who say, if I can do it, so can you guys. No, you can't. Why can't you? Because you have to change yourself. You right now can't do it. Until you change yourself, that is only when you can do it. So if you can do it, I can do it. No, you have to change I has to become a new person to be able to do it. Because you would have already done it already. Right? There's a famous saying, to become a millionaire is not about becoming a millionaire, it's the person you have to be to become a millionaire. And if you think about everything like that, if you think about trading like that, if you think about trading, I want to be the best trader I can be, regardless of the money, you're going to make money. The same thing, I want to be the best version of myself. Guess what? That's how you're probably most likely going to become a millionaire. Is because you're going to be the best version of yourself, which is going to allow you to be that millionaire. So if you were to chase something or want to get good at something, you have to enjoy that process, the process of it. There's a great business mentor, and he said that, hey, I want to become a millionaire. And then he's like, no, you have to become the person it is to be the millionaire. And he's like, but that person is way more value than a million. So that person is so valuable that when you reach a millionaire, you could give all your millions away, and the person you'll be left with is something you can be proud of. Because that's all we have. Like that's the real meaning of where you want to be in. You want to be proud of what you've done, you want to be proud of yourself, and you want to experience things. Do I trade prop firm currently? No, I don't. Personal account. I have passed challenges in a day before and it wasn't luck. I'm saying for the majority, man. Majority who pass challenges in a day is luck. You can't disagree with that. Have you heard of the problems with MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5? It's not MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5. It's the brokers. Right? It's the brokers who have the problems. The brokers are not giving the correct documents, and MetaTrader 4 and 5 cuts them off. So they lied to everyone. They lied by saying we are regulated, we are this. It was all a lie. This industry, I'm telling you guys from now, this industry will have a massive cleanup in the next 5 years. Massive cleanup. And if all of these signal groups, all of this will be all cleaned up. F trading is for nerds. Buy signals and focus on your other businesses. Well, what if you're busy with your other businesses and your guru decides to send you a signal and you miss the signal, but you see it 2 seconds, 3 seconds too late, you FOMO in, you don't know what lot size you use, the signal goes the opposite way, now you're full margined on your account and you just lost money. And you have to pay the guru at the end of the month because you're paying for a signal service. Great idea. Great idea. Would you consider setup 2 on GJ if this 15-minute candle closes strong bullish? Let's see the range we have. I don't really like this range at the moment. We have to be careful with 18 pips. Not bad, man. It's not bad. There's big ranges here. Yeah, this 1 hour resistance is going to be a problem. So probably not till we leave this 1 hour resistance. Because I don't want to buy into 1 hour resistance right now. Hey, I'm expecting a 50k payout from Funded Next and now they don't want to pay out now. I feel lost and my way, I was going to quit my job and go full time. Yes, that is guaranteed. You have to understand the business model of these funding companies. And I've always said that they're not going to pay out big amounts. You can't rely on funded companies. You can use them as opportunity, but if they say no, they have in their terms conditions that you have to comply with that. Right? But I'm interested to know what's the reason they didn't want to pay you out. I'm a good trader, but now I need to start all over again, man. Yeah, I know, I understand, man, and I'm sorry, but this is how funded companies are. You have to use them as a tool, not as a reliable source, right? Not as a reliable source. So that's why I think if you're going to go down the funded route and you need to actually generate income from it, it would be a good idea to have multiple different funded companies so that you could, in case one doesn't pay you out, the other one will. The main reason, what's the point of getting funded when they decide not to pay out? They won't, yeah, but you know, he's expected a 40k payout. They won't pay those big. 1,000, 2,000, they pay out. I haven't seen problems with small payouts like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, $4,000 payouts, no problems. As soon as you hit something big, as soon as you make a dent or you do something really good, then only I see. Or if they have some sort of negative month in terms of business, only then do I see they start to deny. All right, this 15 rejecting here. He probably traded news, made 50k. No, he shorted GJ. I remember he took a short from 144 and held it. 184 here. He took a short 184 and held it. I remember, Snowman, what you did, man. See, I noticed. You showed me that in the group. So he held this short and he closed off somewhere down here. And he layered positions. I got 2 payouts from Funded Next this month. He must have had breached their rules. Yeah, they will pay, guys. It's just the big payments that they might reject. You know, the big payments. They will pay these small payments. Or if you're trading their big accounts, it also depends on their month's profitability because they pay as a business expense. They don't pay you out with real capital. They pay you out as a business expense. So if they're having a negative month, only then. So that's why I'm saying you can't rely on it, because if they say no, there's nothing you can do. That's my point. So if you're going to use it as an opportunity, use it. They will pay you out your small amounts. What's some of the reason they don't pay out? I don't know, whatever the reason. The most common one, which is the one I don't understand, is that your trading style is too risky for this account. Because remember this, guys. Remember, a funded account, you're always one step away being back to zero. because at any time that account can be taken away, whether it's your fault, it could be your fault, you could do some stupid stuff in the market. So always have backups. Look to have a personal account that you're growing, or look to have multiple funded accounts so that if one doesn't deny a payout, you have another one bringing you income. That's the best, in this case, it's good to diversify. All of these big businessmen, they say to diversify. I don't agree in diversify. Would you give someone who trades 1 to 2 lots and suddenly 100? But it's not like that, man. They take this big trade and they use that as an excuse. You know? FTMO seems the most reliable. They've been around for a long time, and they can generate good. They can generate good income. That's why they can probably pay. Yes, your strategy is too risky for us. I know a guy from my country who has this problem with FTMO. Same reason. Be careful. Yeah, they always have that card if they want to pull it. I shorted GJ that day. I had a 15k account and make 62k with it. Now they find any reason not to pay. They say it's not possible for anyone to do that. They're looking into my account. I do agree that 15k to 62k, even if I was, look, if I owned a prop firm and I know how they run their prop firms, I'd be like, oh shit. That's not probably, something that's going to happen a lot. Probably why they don't. I was wondering who that name was, Antonio. I was like, shit. I was like, someone's found our Zoom link. On bias changing to mixed, yeah, I like that. Wait for break, yeah, that makes sense. Problem is we have to wait till New York till bias change mix. All good, man, all good. Yeah, this looks good. There's also a little level just before here, which is 4-hour resistance. And then, of course, the key level, right? 183. This one, 952. It's the previous 4-hour range. We can see how many times prices struggled to get back above, bounced off it. Remember, this day was very heavy movement, so just use it as a watch. Any gold analysis? Yeah, we were discussing gold here. It needs to make up its mind. It's at 4-hour support. I would not try sell down into 4-hour support here. And we need, if the 4-hour could close bullish, which it will if anything closes above 2,000, you could see some upside. But it's cooling off here. It's ranging. Probably New York gives you a lot better move here. This is annoying. This 1-hour resistance is right bang in the middle of our range. Because that would be a good opportunity for buys above this. If this next candle closes bullish back inside the range here. And then we have the 5-minute also closing above 182,500. I would be interested in it. But this 1-hour resistance puts me off. Unless I can use it to try breakthrough. It's risky though buying at resistance. We would have to see. This 1-hour close is going to be very important here because since Friday we've been creating higher low structure here, respected structure. So this will be the first change of structure on the 1-hour. if we have some 1 hour candle closing bearish here. Give me a sec, guys. I'll be back in 1 second. Did I unmute myself? Yeah, I did. Why am I getting this question just now? I saw this a while ago. Do you recommend signals? No, I don't recommend signals. And let me tell you why I don't recommend signals. How signal groups work is that they send a lot of volume of trades. So the higher volume, you know, the more that things can go right, because it's like 50-50 at the end of the day. The second reason I don't like signals is that you can't practice risk management, and many signal groups give wide stop losses, and you don't learn anything. They don't tell you how to manage the trade when you're inside of the trade. You don't understand why the trade makes sense, so you don't know if it's going right or wrong, and you can't make a decision. You also can't practice proper risk management, okay? And at the end of the day, if you're trying to follow a signal, it needs to have a breakdown. It needs to say, okay, price is now, let's say now, price is now getting close to the bottom of the range. Based on price action, if we can close below the range, I'll start to be looking for sells. You know, that's a lot better, right? That's a lot better to see something like that, you know. But they don't explain anything. And also, people think I'm busy, I'm gonna follow a signal group. You're not, because you're gonna miss the signals. You have to be there at the same time when they're ready every single time. And the worst thing is, a lot of these signal groups send with wider stop losses, and you have to hold it for 4 or 5 hours. So then you take their signal and you're stuck in their trade with TP and SL, and it never hits max TP. And they'll put TP1, TP2, TP3, and their stop loss will be, 40 pips, and they'll say TP1 hit, so they can claim it's a win. When in reality, it's like, okay, great, TP1 was hit, but I didn't know how much to risk because I couldn't calculate it in time, because you said buy now. So it's not going to be useful. And then when that all shuts down, you spent all of that stress, you've paid them, and at the end of it, you don't learn anything. So that's why if there's going to be a signal group, it has to be an active signal group, if any signals. But still, I don't agree, because you're just, you attract the wrong type of people, right? Most of them have no proof. Yeah, no, exactly. Or they have a free Telegram that they post results from the signal group, and it's always like winning results, winning results, winning results. That's why signal chats, they don't allow you to type inside. If they allowed you to type, you would see a big percentage of the chat putting in negative comments saying, oh, I missed it, I'm so pissed I missed it, or oh, the stop loss was too big, or I got slipped, or my broker. You'll see that, and then everyone will not understand. So signal groups rely on rotation of members, rotation. So if there is going to be any form of signal group, it has to be active, you know, it has to. And the problem is you attract the wrong personnel, right? The best way is to have a group of traders who want to all trade together. I don't see any better way than that. If you attract people who want to trade together, who are encouraged to learn, that surrounds you with a space where you can grow. And that's why I make an exclusive group, because it's better. I mean, there's so much value. I'd rather someone spend a quarter. Most signal groups run you $129, $130. I'm charging not even half of that. And I'm giving what people charge $1,000 for a course, all of this stuff. Why? Because value. If you see people succeed, I'll benefit from it in the future as well. It's simple. Harry, what is the giveaway? Giveaway will be done in next week's video. Can you look at euro dollar? Yeah, while GJ hangs out in here, we can have a quick look at euro dollar. No issues. Daily did close below that small support. Weekly is bearish. Euro dollar is only going to sell if you get some sort of resistance form on 4 hour here, I feel. Yeah, probably sells on euro dollar only makes sense below 1.0758. Let's see how that starts to look. Yeah, probably below that zone. You could early try to scalp it from here to here, but be careful of this support here, could bounce off it. Yeah, this is a pure scam, Maya. 100. Hey Harry, how are you doing today? All good, man. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. If you guys enjoying the stream, be sure to leave a like. Almost 600 of us in here. 177 likes. Get the likes up to at least 250. You know the YouTube business. Hate to say it, but part of the game. Long term, guys, you guys can go through it. Join a signal group. You might see short-term success, but that'll be followed by downside. It's just how it is, man. I don't think you get as much value if you were to be part of a community that you can learn, follow, and make your own decisions. You know, I think that's a very, 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 very powerful tool to make your own decisions. Very powerful tool. Especially when you have a simple, profitable strategy. You'll make so much more money. Hey bro, I'm new. I had watched your shorts. You love it. Thank you, man. Glad you like it. Hello, I'm new. Can you explain? Another new. Alright, to all the new people, be sure you're subscribed, right? If you haven't subscribed already, be sure so you can show up and ask more questions. I'm new. Can you explain the stream win rate? I really appreciate. Yeah, win rate calculated by wins and losses, right? BE stands for break even, means break even trade, lose nothing, win nothing. When will you be taking a break in December? Let's see. But my plan is after probably next week. Breakout on gold. It's at resistance, guys. It's not breaking out just yet. It's at resistance. Relax, guys. Relax. It's at resistance. Yeah, I mean, this 15-minute candle could be interesting here. Yeah, if this closes above here, you guys could have a shot here, counter trend, but bias is bearish. Bias is bearish. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Probably need to give yourself 29 pip stop here. If I see a thunder above here, I'll be interested. But remember, bias is bearish here. But yes, this could be an option here for sure. Pretty tempting, to be honest. Pretty tempting. But I'll probably wait for thunder. $13 pips. That's not as impressive as I thought the range was, actually. I thought it was a lot more than 13 pips. So you have, yeah, what? That's only 20 pips all the way up till here. Yeah, you probably want a thunder above here. But if you guys do take this break of high, just give yourself some room here. Like at least a 27 pip stop. Anything closing back in the range, just say thank you very much, screw you. Can you update about gold? Yes, that was your update. That was your update. If you're gonna go, you'd probably have to go break of high. I wonder if it will react at this resistance here. Your safest option is to wait for some sort of thunderstorm. No 5-minute close above here. If you get some sort of thunderstorm, that would be a lot more easier to take this move, especially in London. Because remember, bias is bullish. We're not even breaking second structure here. So if this is not really following my rules. Even though, yes, we're at 4-hour support. Could be a little sneaky buys. But not on gold on Monday when I haven't seen it move. It's not something I want to force here. You know? But yeah, I mean, you could argue it here. It's not an issue. You know, but everything is pointing basically down. GJ is doing nothing, man. December price action shall begin. What is a thunderstorm? It's a really good setup. I have a video on it. It is this one here. The thunderstorm. We all love the thunderstorm, right? Will you be taking buys on this news week for GJ? If GJ continues up, then yeah, we will be taking buys. But we'll have to see what news does. I'm not planning to buy at news. What happened to my music? Just decides to stop like that. Okay, it's back. Oh, you meant trade. Am I gonna trade GJ this week? Yeah, if there's setups here, I will trade GJ for sure. But obviously, you know, we know it can end up in a range. That's why I'm kind of hesitant to try anything tricky within the range. You know? I'm just waiting here. I'm waiting. I mean, there's no setups yet. You know, we're waiting for a setup, but today could be clean if we start breaking out. There's no reason for it not to be. Could be clean, especially if we start leaving 774. Re-breaking the 4-hour highs here could be really nice. Respected 4-hour lows, already broken 4-hour highs. We re-break 4-hour highs. Interesting. We get stuck in this range for the day. I'm not too interested. Even though you could trade on 5-minute, but you know, it's just I don't want to be caught in some sort of inconsistency. And this is where you can go wrong, because if you take a small loss, you probably have to enter again, and then, you know. Head and shoulders 15 minutes on gold. You have no left shoulder here. But that's what sells anyways makes sense below the support anyways. What's the minimum pips you look for? I rarely close below. Rarely I close below 10 pips, to be honest. You know, probably 9 is if, you know, because realistically my tradable range will want to be above about 10 pips plus. How do you deal with demotivation? That was a question I got before. I saw it, wanted to get back to it. Demotivation is something you've created. Any position you feel emotionally is because you put yourself in that position. If you were able to feel not demotivated at one point, then you understand that you put yourself in that situation. So demotivation is going to be a normal part of anything, and you have to embrace it and use it as fuel. Because if you're feeling demotivated, you know, that means that you're finally getting to the stage where you actually have to do something hard. Because you only feel motivated when you see results, when you see things going well. That's when you feel motivated. But, you know, demotivation is a huge part of trading, of everything. So get used to it and you know, understand long term that, you know, it's not going to be easy and you have to push yourself through it. And ways I would advise is to have routine. If you have routine, you can deal with times of demotivation, because it's like jobs that have to be done. You have to show up, you have to analyze your trades, you have to make a plan, you know. have to go to the gym, whatever it may be. Routine will put you through times of demotivation because it's routine. There's no questions asked. When you don't have routine and you feel demotivated, you're just going to say, I'm not going to do it because I'm too demotivated. What's your perspective on soft landing of the Fed? Because I think that it is confirmed by high NFP since CPI goes down, then the probability of soft landing. I think that we're very overhyped with the reduction in interest rates here. So I think that needs to be taken into the market now, and we can see basically Powell say, hey, this was a bit of hype. We're not going to see interest rates reduce as soon as you thought it would be. And this inflation zone between the 2 to 4% is sticky. So I don't think we'll see such a soft landing, but we'll have to use more economic data to see how they're going to manage that. But I think interest rates remain higher for a little bit longer here. I don't think we're going to see it drop as quick as they expected it. How to increase accuracy? Take less trades. if you wanna increase accuracy, you take less trades. You have more chance of being accurate that way. Harry, it's hard when your family don't believe in you. No one will believe in you, man. No one will believe in you until you prove it. The greatest revenge is success. This is the only way to prove something. No one will believe you until they see it. Speak through actions, not through words. Focus on you, man. Here. All times, here. It's how I live, here. It's how you have to live. Think you can hit 100k subs next year? Yeah, I believe so. Why not? Anything's possible. Anything is possible. 100k subs, we need to push. It's a joint effort. It's not will I hit 100k, it's will we hit 100k, because everyone's part of it. It's not going to just be me. Yeah, I'm the one who's going to be pumping the content, be talking, but without support from you guys, it's not going to happen, because that's how YouTube algorithm works. Right? You know, we need just everything to go crazy. Crazy support on videos, trying to get that information out there, and everyone will benefit, you know? It would be cool, man. I would love to have more people hear my approach to trading, not hear my opinion, hear my experience. That's it. I don't share opinions, I share experience. It's the difference, right? Everyone's telling you what to do. How you should change your trading plan, why you should. On my channel, it's different. It's how I did it, right? Until I learned this. Backtesting my Forex strategy. I was wrong. You see, it's not you should change your trading plan. You should trade this strategy. Why you? No, it's just me, man. $100k subs, flight ticket giveaway, still remembering. I will hold, I'm a man of my word. 100k subs, I will do a flight ticket giveaway. Damn, I really hope who wins is not in America. Otherwise, I'm in deep shit. Want to see what price does at this 1 hour resistance. This 1 hour close above here could be interesting. How long till this 15-minute closes here? In like 5 minutes. So this 15-minute close can also be interesting. Pre-London Open here. If we can get the 15-minute closing above which it looks like, whoa, where's that coming from? This is not normal. This is news. Something has just been said. Okay, what's happening here? Yo. What? Chill. What just happened, man? Let's go have a look. I want to watch this though. How far is this gonna go? Look at this 1 minute candle. Yo! Holy crap. What did someone just say? What did someone just say? Mr. Financial Juice, please tell me what's going on. No news? What? Anyone knows? Yen news. UK intervention. Lol, bro. That's so funny, man. Oh, still, man. Popping that 1,000 lot here, huh? High spread? Yeah, high spread because it's news. Now they're doing inverse intervention? I know, right? I don't know what caused this, guys. I want to find out, though. It's not a normal move. Why can't they do that when we're in a trade? Huh? Never when we're in a trade do they come out with that bullshit. Like, give us an entry and then do it. Like, just form a 15-minute support down here, not open like this. Like, come on, man. Even the 5-minute detail, no bottom wick, just start pumping. Matrix, man. Yeah, I'm telling you. Look, it's a 1 minute candle, man. It's a 1 minute candle. Thank you, thank you. Crest got it. Very happy. What did they say? Was it the old man? The Bank of Japan is said to see a little need to negative rate in December. Oh, what a surprise. Like we didn't know. Every single time they announce they're going to increase positive interest rates, they say, oh, we're going to extend it a little later. These guys are nuts, man. And how are the market's so sensitive to it? It's mind-boggling to me. Yeah, of course. You guys told us last month that you're not going to do anything till the new year anyways. So this information shouldn't be too much. Oh, no, that should. What? Yeah, this is no, but this is look. They said the Bank of Japan see little need to end the negative interest rate in December. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But that time on that it is different. No, it is not. You gonna set up too? Shit. Till April, yeah, exactly. Oh wow, Claudio remembered what date they said even. This is monumental moment, guys. Monumental moment. It says 1311. What says 1311? Whoa. Yeah, this has kind of messed us up, guys. Ugh. This is the move we wanted out of this range. Not even a 1 hour bullish candle you can give us? It's classic, you know. People took this breakout here. Probably put stops, 30 pip stop loss on this breakout. They got stopped. Then they probably try sell on this 30-minute candle close. And then, wha-bam! Just to make them cry. What time is it over there? For Crest, it's that time. For Crest, it's that time. Some of you guys were in the trade. Well, that's amazing. I wish I was in the trade and that shit happens. They don't give me that. Don't be too greedy, guys. Don't be too greedy. At least take something off the table. Or trail on 1 minute. Just trail on 1 minute. Anything starts failing, you know, that's what you have to do. Anyone in chat saying that they expected this, please, that's just cap. You can't expect this. Please. Check your phone, maybe Bank of Japan is calling me. No, they didn't give any call here. Yo, Bank of Japan, where's my signal? You're supposed to give me the signal for everyone today. Kind of sucks because it makes it hard to trade now. You should have taken it with your FOMO strategy. I think this is the one time your FOMO strategy would play out. Time to put practice into yesterday's webinar. On GJ, yeah, it's potential. You need the pullback though. You need some sort of bigger structure here, and then you get the continuation. Don't have anything yet. This is just purely pushing here. Nope, no structure, man. There's no structure. Even though, I mean, this is more of like, that's like a FOMO move, just closing above daily support. But you be very aggressive. But that's not really per the rules. But you could get lucky with just continuous volume. Too late? I told you. Come on, Claudio. It's not a plan. Where's your pullback? We have one candle closing bearish. That's it. No pullback. Well, hopefully you get lucky with volume. Pure December swipe? Yeah. It's on. Oh, okay. On demo, okay. Testing it out. Well, now it should play out because you said it's on demo. So that's 100% win rate. I expected it to happen eventually, but not like this. Yeah, I didn't say I wouldn't expect in one candle, but I was looking today for upside. I wanted upside. I really thought we could get to this beautiful daily support right here. This was my target for the day. I thought we were going to get a banging position here. I was actually going to try leave runners today, but I didn't want to say it so Bank of Japan doesn't hear me. But they can mind read now, man. They can mind read. It's getting worse, guys. It's getting worse. Because I didn't even want to tell you guys that, you know, potential runners from this spot, in case they heard me. But now they mind read me and did this shit. Gold went down? Yeah, I told you guys it wasn't ready, man. Don't believe me, right? Breakout, buy gold. Not yet. Be patient. Be patient. I just blew my account with that move. I was about to put my stop loss and then boom, blown. Oh man, that's a little bit capped because you know you can press close at any time. So I feel you were hoping, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel you were hoping that price would reverse and you'd watch it when in more drawdown, more drawdown, more drawdown, more drawdown. Because if you started seeing that go past where your stop loss is, you can press close trade and it will be done. You'll be out of that move. But I feel like you felt like it was going to reverse. And why are you trying to short from here? Part of me just wants to press sell on button on one account and buy on the other one. And only check the account that that went in profit. I'm the opposite. I think gold will hit 1990 before we see any move. Yeah, I can agree. I agree. GJ on weekly at support rejection. Yes, upside is expected from here because of we're bullish bias. This is what I mean. Bias keeps you safe, right? Anyone trying to short here, but to catch a move like this is news, guys. You can't predict that. This is not predictable. There's nothing you can do here. If you were in a position and got lucky, maybe you're in from Asian, or you longed here and you were holding some heavy ass drawdown with a 50 pip stop loss for some reason, then yeah, today will be your lucky day. But you can't expect that to happen every time. See, Claudio, not ready yet. I don't know. I don't think we get. I don't know if today's the day. Not ready yet, but I'm saying let's just watch it. Yes. I mean, unless where are you running stops though? Because you might still be okay. Break the 1 minute high. No, you need a support. You need support and something to close above the resistance. Getting stuck in here can be risky. 1 minute structure is then created and then we'll see. Yes, I mean, at the end of the day, experimentation, right? After this big push, I'm expecting sells. Yeah, we could see a bit of selling the news. Oh, after the first one, yeah, that's too early. Too early, too early. Good you didn't. Harry, what is sentiment analysis? It's just what brokers think people are doing, buying or selling. I don't really agree with it. Will London drive it down? This could be interesting. Yeah, you're right, Low. London Open can come in and either continue this move based on the positive news. This could be a little bit exciting. We'll see what London ends up doing here. We could see some continuation. Remember you said buying after an intervention, buying from the bottom? Yes, I did say, but I missed the wick, man. I didn't catch this wick. I didn't even know it happened. Didn't even know it happened. And I didn't want to run 200 pip stop from this close here. 200 is a lot. Even on a one lot, 200 pip stop is 2K. I guess you have to just close your eyes and press buy. 15-minute outside the range. Yeah, it could make sense here. Just look after such, since we push straight, just look for a thunderstorm though. If we do close, wait for a thunderstorm because we've just pushed straight. There's no pullback. So if you're going to get a fake out, it's going to happen here 100%. We already had a big move. London hasn't opened. Yeah, but that big move was caused by news, right? So London can now take in that news. We'll see how they take in that news. Broke 5-minute trend line and I stopped. Scalp sell, went in buy fast. Good. Bro, you made price action so easy to understand. I just got lucky to find your videos. I'm glad. Good morning, Harry. Suddenly, Bank of Japan news not on schedule. Yeah, this is UK intervention. This is opposite Bank of Japan. Price action so easy to understand. It is, but trading's not. Support and resistance not easy. 300 likes. Yeah, we can get to 300 likes. Almost 700 of us in here on a beautiful Monday. Appreciate everyone showing up. If you guys are enjoying the stream, be sure to leave a like. If you're new to the channel, be sure to leave a subscribe. Get the subscribers up. We're almost at, okay, we're not almost. I thought we were almost at 40k, but we have 3,000 until we have 40k here. Oh shit, what happened to gold here, man? I see everyone spamming gold in chat. This 1 minute candle push through. Market's going nuts on London. What's chose violence. Monday chose violence today in the markets. Yo. And today's supposed to be a no news day. No entry on 1 minute. No, yeah, nothing, bro. There's nothing. This is just shot through. Be patient. Be patient. Come on, Harry. We know you short gold. That's why. Well, GJ was news. GJ was news. But gold? Why is gold pushing like this? Well, let's tap this support now. Entry will be closed below the 15. You need some sort of pullback because where are you gonna put stop loss? I don't think GJ was news, Claudio. You're sleeping or what? Bank of Japan said we need little to end negative rate in December. Nothing to do with USD. Nothing to do with that? Bro, it is to do with that. Are you mad? What? Why is it not to do with that? Check all Forex market. There's something else going on in the Forex market. That's what caused GJ move. That is what caused GJ move. What's causing the other move? I don't know. I don't know yet. Bro, GJ's broke out of here. Damn. What do I even watch? Come on, give us a thunderstorm at least here. Give us a thunderstorm on this next candle, please. 36 pip stops on a 5 minute here. I need a thunderstorm. I need a thunderstorm. Come on. We just tapped this resistance right here, look. So if we get a thunderstorm breaking this, could be interesting. Could be interesting, could be interesting. And for gold, damn, gold, this 1 minute's fishy because of this wick. Be careful with this. Yeah, it's rejecting as well. Yeah, you probably need thunderstorm on gold as well. Oh shit. This thing's going to the moon at the moment. Yeah, this is London Open, right? London Open here, no bottom wick. I wonder if this will flip. We need just some sort of structure, guys. I need just at least a 5 minute, some sort of 5 minute pullback to get in. Otherwise, I have nowhere to hold stops, because if I even, I just have to guess and try get lucky here. FOMO buy, probably the day you get away with it, unless this happens. Because these pullbacks here are not fun. That just dumped, that's already 5-6 pips here. Already 5-6 pips, This is already retraced like 10 pips already. 10 pips already. So let's see if this makes a bottom wick. For gold, yeah, gold is respecting that 4-hour support. You probably need at least retracement up to continue down. What's my thoughts about the whole MT4 situation? It's not MetaTrader 4, it's the brokers. The brokers are not supporting the correct documentation. What's the news for GJ? Bank of Japan came out and talked about this. I wonder if there's any other news though that caused gold to dump. Maybe this got priced into gold. Let's see. No, it's just the Bank of Japan news that's the major news here. DJ, you went all the way down here and you didn't make a bottom wick? Just make it. It literally, it had 0.8 pips to make a bottom wick. 0.8. I have a pencil made of gold. Why I'm not freaking out to sell my pencil? FOMO buys is chat's middle name. Well, it's paying off today, the FOMO buys. It's paying off today. Told you it will keep pushing. I never said it won't keep pushing. Bro, when it was going down last week, never made multiple top wicks last time. Yeah, that was on 15, not 1 hour though. It would just be nice to see it. Like, look, it's about to make one now. I don't mind if it doesn't have with momentum, but I need some sort of structure on 5 to be able to take a trade here. That's what's going to be my rules. Otherwise, I can't get in this. I need at least some structure. At least, like, see these, like, these pauses here? This was an easy setup. Number 3. Like, if price is going to continue pushing bullish, I need something like that. What about gold making 5-minute structure? For what? For sells? Yeah, this needs to close first, and then you need something probably closing below. But remember, we already reached the 4-hour support here. So target has been met on gold. So maybe if you're going to try a retracement sell, you need to look for resistance form to continue down. You scalped GJ with yesterday's webinar strategy, worked out good. What's your entry? Because, and yeah, unless you took this close all the way up here. In 1 minute? Which 1 minute close? Oh, the big close up there. Okay. Yeah, but this one was too early though. Alright, new 5-minute candle. Let's see if we can create some sort of support here. This is sketchy manipulation. Yeah, markets went a bit nuts the last 10 minutes here. A lot of action. Where are we higher time frame? That's what I want to know now. Oof, we almost retraced this whole move here. See what happens. Does New York open at 8 a.m.? Yes, it does. I'm using your session bias indicator, doing me wonders with breakouts and fakeouts. Nice. Session bias will keep you safe. Out of all your strategies, what's your most common signal to trade? Which sticks out in your mind? Strategy, I have one strategy, different entries. Probably the main entry is setup 1. Setup 1 happens a lot. Looks like we're getting a bit of selling pressure coming in now. Still 1 hour is reluctant to make its bottom wick here. Can you put gold on GG on your chart? Yeah, we look at both. Gold is retraced, bounced off the 4-hour support, which was target, right? That was your target. So it's bouncing off that at the moment. Split layout? No, I don't like to trade split layout. I like to trade full screen. Bro, I live in Dubai. You want to grab lunch? Don't know you, brother. I don't know you. But thank you for the offer. Price needs to correct that move before it goes up. If you look at what price has done here on a daily time frame, you know, we can see a pullback here, but we can't see continuation, you know. I mean, we're sitting at pretty important resistance from the past here. This is the first zone again. This is like the mid-range, you know. If we look at this higher time frame, this is the mid-range. This is where after our big massive breakout, we found our first resistance. Then we came back to it here. When we closed above, we had continuation. Then we created support and retried to break. We failed. We hovered around it for a while. Then we broke down. Then the rejection from that breakdown came back to this spot here. And now we're back at this spot. So this is a very important zone here. This 183,500. But if we manage to close above this zone, you could see this continue bullish here. You play Crash on Roobet? I have played before. That shit too much stress, man. Way more stressful than trading, man. Too much stress. Hey brother, I also trade setup 1. That is my favorite setup. Thanks for sharing it. All good, man. Looking at sells, you could get away with it, but it's just not something that follow my plan. You saw the GTA 6 trailer? Yeah, I saw it, but I wish they gave more information. Like, come on, 1.5 minute video. They don't leak us a better how big the map is. The graphics didn't look too good. I mean, I think they can do better. They need to leak more. They edge us for like 5 years waiting for the trailer, and then that's what we get. They will launch gameplay? Yeah, that's what I want to see. What's going on there. Can you move your stop loss / take profit on MetaTrader 5 without confirming it, pressing OK? You can on your browser, not browser, sorry, on your PC. Yes, you can. PC, you can do that. Phone, no, you have to press the little arrow. What we got here? First support being formed here. Let's see if a candle wants to leave this. How much for a risk it for the biscuit type trade here? You hit $200 on 10x crash today? Geo going nuts now? What's Geo doing? Oh yeah, it's had a little bit of a pump here. One minute for this 15 to close. Be important close if it can close above this 15-minute resistance here. If it can't, it's closing at resistance here. Because now we can expect all of this hype is over. We can expect proper price action to come in. So if proper price action is going to play, this needs to close above resistance to have continuation. No close above resistance, then it becomes 50-50 here, right? We could reject, but probably, or we could push up. But if we're going to push up, we need something basically breaking this high. Oh, last minute not wanting to close above here. Struggling around this zone. Struggling. So 15 did end up closing bearish here, forming some sort of resistance. So this is nice to see because it gives us some sort of structure we can play with. So if we have a candle that does something like this, you know, later on, it could be interesting for potential buys, right? If we have something like this, you know, to give you the next move bullish, right? Because you could anticipate price to break through this resistance with bullish pressure. If not, then you wait for above here, something closing above here. So that's basically what you have to wait for in this instance here. Give me a sec, I'll be back. Gold here also created support. Yeah, gold has reached target here, so makes it tough. You probably need the same thing, something closing below here to give you the continuation to the next zone. Yeah, it has reached support, exactly, the 4-hour support. So you need to probably try get below that. There's no point of being in a buy trade for gold right now. It's risky right now until you have something close. I think it'd be less risky until something closes back in the range. But remember, we're bearish bias at the moment. Bearish bias. At what time does volume slow down in London? Average probably around, you can say less, like maybe 40-50 minutes from now. Normally you start, that's when I call it from then. I call it from then. I'm in after the retracement. Yeah, I mean, if you want to buy a reaction-based trade, I guess. I mean, it's not something I would personally do. You probably have to buy right at 4-hour support. Even this 5 minutes is a bit too deep for me to consider that. How to grow my small account, Harry? If I find 30 plus setup in a month, and what should be my ideal risk per trade? You grow a small account the same way you grow any account. Maybe on a small account, the only thing is you can risk maybe instead of on a bigger account, you risk maybe 1 to 3%. Small account can push to 5. Because realistically, to grow it, you need to push risk. And the better trader you become, the more you can start to push risk on that small account. If we were bullish bias, this would be such a perfect setup for here. But be careful that this is not setting up for this. This could set up for this in a minute. Not minute, but today. You could set up for something like this. Try one more time. And then you get your beautiful close. And then New York gives us this. 1990. 1990. Here the retracement comes. So be careful with setup number 2 if this ends up forming setup number 2. The first setup number 2 after a very heavy push here can be risky. So I'd rather see setup number 5. It's basically screwed up our session. Unless we see business of this flipping now and closing above. I'll wait for this close and then we'll see. Would you trade New York GJ, Harry? If there's a setup, yeah, why not? What news station do I use? I don't listen to the news. I just use Forex Factory and Financial Juice. Are you about to end stream? If nothing happens, then yeah, I will. Harry, can you make videos on news impacts? I do, but no one wants to watch them. Come on. Like, look, I make a video about fundamental trading, only 2.5k. So I make the videos, but people don't want to watch it. Oh, wait, what? The bank is messaging me here. Okay. You have to make a vlog then? Yeah, I told you guys, next week. Next week there's gonna be next week. Next week there's gonna be a vlog. Okay. Sheesh. Heavy reaction zone, this 4-hour zone here. I'm telling you, if this can flip here and close above 2000 by New York could have some upside here, man. Bank of Japan? Ah, no, this is just a retracement after heavy news. Can you tell me how to get London time zone? Is it 5G something? What? Decent on gold, but not seeing my setup? Yes, Dante, that is number one thing. You don't see your setup, you don't take a trade. Respect to that. It's exactly how it is, man. Just tap target anyways, so this is where we could see potential pushback from here. Oh, 5 GMT. No, I'm not sure what it is. It is GMT, no? Do I trade trendline breakouts? No, personally not. I do trade breakouts though. frustrating when this big green candle comes in here and we don't see massive continuation. Would be nice to see massive continuation. Now we have to be patient and wait for structure and play the game of patience like trading always requires until our setup comes. So what's your plan for the rest of the after you finish trading? Get another full-time job or part-time? Rest of the day when you finish trading, I have other work I have to do. So I get on with that stuff. Right? And then a portion of my day, I go to the gym. So that's like 3 hours. Not 3 hours, like 2 hours, you know, to get there, workout, to come back, you know, takes 2 hours, eat. So that's what I allow my son. That's the beauty of trading and why I started trading is I wanna have a free schedule. Not free, I'm very tight on my schedule, but I wanna be able to do this stuff. If I had to sit at a job, I wouldn't be able to do that stuff. I'd have to schedule it in another time. But I chose I want to trade London because that was always been my session that I wanted to trade. Right? I got to choose that. Okay? And then I said I can have New York as a backup and I can go to the gym. I hate trading 2 sessions. You know, trading 2 sessions is really annoying for me. It's too long, man. Too long to sit at the chart that many times. Going to pick up your daughter? Nice. Hopefully you'll be rich enough to hire a driver one day. That's the goal, man. Gold sell right now? You know, if this candle closes back in the range, doesn't support your sell. But this 5-minute candle closing bearish does support your sell, but I prefer to see 2 5-minute candle closes bearish. If 2 5-minute candle closing bearish, that would support your sell. Personally, I would not sell until we have something leaving back outside this range here. You know, but definitely you'll be wrong if something breaks 227. How do you have days where every little thing on the charts becomes difficult and how do you deal with those moments? Yeah, if I find something difficult, I just step away. I have developed the ability to be able to step away. Whenever something is difficult, something I don't understand, or it's not going my way, I can just step away. Whether that's taking one loss and walk away, whether that's price action is not doing what I want to do it, whether I can't find an entry, I'm just going to get more frustrated trying to find an entry. And the worst thing will happen is if I FOMO in and lose. So I know, and if I can avoid that situation, I will. And the way that I avoid that situation is to walk away. You know, because I know there'll be more days to trade. I'll have more opportunities. You know, having a life-changing day is luck. Consistency over time is a skill. Anyways, guys, this 15-minute here, close bearish here. If this 15-minute closes bullish like this, be very careful. This one normally fails. So I probably need to see something closing above. If I can see something closing above 615 here, I'll be interested for buys to see if we can get a close above 615. If this forms support, be very careful. This I don't trust. The first support after such a heavy push could just be creating a support to continue down here. For gold, on the other hand, it might just pop back in this range and start to consolidate. I'm very interested with this 4-hour close. If this 4-hour close can flip or at least close back in the range, New York above 2000, you know, could be super interesting here. If we're going to continue sells, you probably need a 15-minute bearish candle doing something like this it wouldn't be too crazy to look for a 15-minute bearish candle, something like this, to come back and retest this support. We have tested it again, but if this is going to respect this zone, it might work out here. So that's my options. It's going to take a while before those play out, maybe 30 minutes from now. So not going to just sit around for 30 minutes. Going to have some discussion in the exclusive group, which I enjoy doing, answer some questions, discuss what people want to do, what we're looking at. And that's what I'm going to do now. And then we'll see if anything happens. And if anything happens, we'll take it there. But yeah, at the end of the day, that is that. Made it very difficult since we had this big green candle here. Unless you were in before, which you got lucky with it, congrats. That's a pretty cool day. Probably call it a day after something like that. Because that's huge luck that came. And you should just secure that. Don't give it back to the market. And yeah, great discussion on stream. Great overall analysis here. As always, guys, and appreciate everyone showing up. Hopefully, we'll have some more options tomorrow, see what ends up happening. But at the end of the day, we just need to be patient here. It's December as well. And let's see if these catalysts bring, volume into the market here. And a lot of news coming now in the next few days. So let's just have an eye of caution here and make sure we don't make any stupid decisions, but make decisions that will make us profitable long term. So that being said, guys, take care, trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace.